I keep restarting this video like a bunch of times, but this is gonna be the last try, okay? Okay, let's just hop right into it. So before I actually start the video, I just want you guys to stop whatever it is you're doing and give this video a thumbs up if the thumbnail made you click on it. Thanks to Gabrielle Marie, I learned how to make flawless thumbnails and I really love them. And this video was the first one I actually made the thumbnail Gabrielle Marie style with. If that is even the right way to form sentences, I don't even know these days. So anyways, yeah, so I used a Gabrielle Marie thumbnail tutorial to make this video's thumbnail, and if you guys like it, then as I said, please give it a big thumbs up and I'll know to use these types of thumbnails in the future. I'm gonna link Gabrielle's channel down below in the description box and give her all the credits that she deserves for this brilliant tutorial of how to make a thumbnail. Click on her channel, subscribe, and you will not be sorry. So anyways, now back to the purpose of my video, aside from that catchy and cheesy intro. This is actually a very serious topic that I'm going to talk about, and luckily, I don't even have many story time situations that are really, really extreme in my life, so I'll just keep this one short. And if you guys like it, then comment down below and to what you want to see next. And I will try to incorporate some stories from my life into storytime videos, and make sure you guys, again, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more of this in the future. So this storytime video is about me being on an airplane on an 8-hour red-eye and things turning a bit complicated at the very, very last second of the whole flight experience. And literally last second. We basically landed, I had a layover in Frankfurt, Germany. I was on the way back from Ukraine. I was visiting my relatives. We were all in a really good mood that we got to see them, and we were all really tired. But the whole weird, crazy plane experience actually started when we were almost late to our Frankfurt, Germany to Dulles Airport flight, and we just, we were running through terminals and terminals on end with luggage in our hands, with like thoughts that we're gonna miss this flight. And to make it all worse, the staff people, whatever you want to call them, they said that this is the last flight to Washington, D.C. There are literally no more flights, and we were like, okay, it's either make it or break it, if that's even a thing. We're not gonna sleep in the airport. We gotta run for our lives. And so we run for our lives, and then the airplane ends up sitting on the runway for 1 more hour because of some difficulties in taking off. Like, are you serious? We spent 50% of our day's energy just to make it to the plane. And then you say that we have to wait 1 more hour? I mean, okay. All negatives aside, we're finally on the plane. What's there more to want? We're finally there, so let's just relax and take in the situation like it is. It's all good. So we relax, we eat some good United Airline food, and we're all like really, really, really tired. But to make matters even more worse, I don't get any sleep on the total 8-hour flight. I'm really tired. All this jet lag has me going crazy in my head, and I don't get enough sleep, and I don't get any sleep on the plane whatsoever. So I end up landing in Washington, D.C. with bags under my eyes, with my hair a mess because I was like resting, trying to sleep. I watched two movies, guys, and I still could not fall asleep. And I did not have sleeping aids on me, but I usually fall asleep naturally. But here's the thing about me, I never sleep on airplanes, so it was no big deal. We land, we're like, thank God we landed, we're finally home. And then here's the whole situation. Okay, so we land, and we're all really tired. We all like slouchily get up and get our baggage, and then we hear a scream It's a woman's scream, and it is the most high-pitched voice I've ever heard in my entire life. I'm not even exaggerating or dramatizing this whole situation, but this is the highest voice I ever hear or will hear in my entire life. And this woman is literally screaming, "Get off my husband, you're going to kill him, he has an injury." And it takes a while for our minds to comprehend what exactly is happening, and we turn around and we see this woman, and she's literally running across the airplane aisle. And there are two men who are hauling this other man down. They're pinning him to the floor, pinning his arms on his back, and they're screaming, "We're the police, get down, we're the police." And we're all like looking at this. Blood is just exiting my face. I'm all white like a ghost. I can't think anything right now, but honestly, if I could think, I would just pray to God that this will be alright, that people don't have guns on the plane, and that everything will just be alright. But I can't even think at this point. So I look in their direction, and my mom and my dad, we just all stopped in our tracks. Every single passenger stopped in their tracks to look at this whole situation. And then another man runs up through us, like we were sitting in the middle aisle, and he runs through us and he's like, "Hey, I'm the police too." And then this man, who apparently is the criminal here, they all are like on him, they're interrogating him, and then this woman is screaming, "Stop! You're gonna kill him! Get my luggage!" Something like that. And then they're all sent to the back of the plane, and the whole situation is over. Golf clap. Alright, anyways, I could not understand anything, and the whole situation stuck to me for at least 2 more days before I could finally get over it. And I was rethinking it the whole night. I was like, okay, so this happened. No, this happened. Like, what happened to have all of this craziness and this woman screaming? Like, is she okay? Is she hurt? Is she in labor? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. And then when we are already exiting the airplane, we're all in shock. The flight attendants are like, they're like talking amongst themselves in German, like so secret. And then all the passengers are like, gossip, 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 gossip. And then my family is like, okay, probably what happened is this man who was pinned down to the floor, whose wife was screaming. Well, apparently his wife. We don't know anything, but we assume. So he got up to get his luggage beforehand, and when he did that, he accidentally hit a man who hit him back or something like that. So anyways, this man got up when he was not supposed to, and the air marshal, the man who he accidentally hit, turned out to be the air marshal. The air marshal was like, "Sit down," and then the man like fought back, and then a whole fight started, and this whole situation happened in less than 2 seconds. And honestly, when I look back at it, I can't even find the right words to describe what we felt at that moment. But when you're on an 8-hour flight, at the end of the flight, you do not understand everything and anything that happens. You're just there, you're present, but your mind isn't present at all. So we did not understand anything, and it was honestly like a hijacking, on an airplane that just landed in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. To have this happen to you, it's a little scary. And talking to my parents about it after the whole situation, they said that they never had anything happen like this to them. Neither have I in my whole 12-year life, never. So, this is just a first, and it's a good icebreaker story. Thankfully, this happened because now, when I was running out of ideas on YouTube, this happened, and I finally can make an interesting, catchy video for you guys, and I hope this gets enough views so I can do more Storytime videos in the future. But anyways, if you guys, I guess, liked this situation, I don't know how you can like it, but if you found it entertaining, or you had something like this happen to you in the past or just recently, then please make sure to comment down below, and I really want to hear all of your airplane related stories. Okay, so yeah, I just got over it. Everything is in the past already, and I just really, really hope, cross my fingers, that this never happens